Okay, so we're gonna go over the dollar yen, break this
Okay.
down. So starting off on daily, obviously higher time frame wise, we're bearish this market, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've explained previously to you where we've come up, taken out that high. I've supported with a commercial positioning reason, and overall, I'm just seeing lower prices for this. I do believe we're gonna take out this low here first. If we look on the monthly, right? So what have we had on the monthly where this candle here last month, July,
Yeah.
we spiked up, took out June's high and May's high, right? And then it's come back down, and I think that where's the stops going to be resting under here.
Just below it.
We're following bearish flow. There's on the bearish side. It's just macro view. You can see, prices ripped up, took out these stops, broke down, retested into that, and then formed an order block back up into it, and then lower prices. So I mean, longer term, not even that long. I think we can reach 107.50, I believe, but I think the next target for me is going to be this low here, which is at 108.80 and then 108.10. So one target at a time. We can stay trade towards that or have a position and
Yeah.
trim some along. So 108, let me just get this correct, 108.0. So that's going to be the next objective, because that's just previous month's low. 108. Okay, so
Yeah.
if you go down, I mean, last night we took a short. When I explained this to you, where has it gone? So we're below resistance. I mean support, right? So support, mark at the bodies of the candles. Support rallied up, took out this high, and then what we do here is we mark out we mark out the flow. Sometimes we have to wait a little while, but we mark out the flow. So this down candle led to the move up to take out these stops. So when it breaks down clearly and when it retests it, they can use where they bought to sell, support and resistance, basically, yeah. And then these down candles here push market up to take out this high. So if we mark that out, they sold it here, so we sold it here. So I waited, and 50% of it spiked it, and then as soon as it broke back below, I shorted it with a stop loss there, and we sold off. I took some off here because I posted on Twitter where this was the daily block open, right?
Yeah.
And also it was the if we mark this out, 200% extension. So I closed out 50% of it, and then I trailed my stop loss. I actually used a 1 minute chart to trail my stop loss. Just above, as soon as it broke this low here, I just put my stop loss there. I mean,
I see.
because I've often noticed, right, with dollar yen, right, when it's a really fast move down, and when it starts pushing back up, when I see this kind of pattern, then it usually tells me that it wants to push up higher once more, take out the weak hands, and then down. Now, now let's look at it from a bullish point of view, right? Yes, it's coming to daily support, but bigger picture is bearish. There's no reason for me to be bullish this, right? Obviously we could be wrong. So my invalidation level would be if it gets above this level here. So this is the 30-minute block here. See, what I like about this is an order block,
yeah,
right at support line,
support level
or resistance. If it breaks this, then we're wrong. I think we're wrong, and then I think it's going to do a deeper pullback. But let's look at what's happened now. As we're going to look at what market is telling us right now. It's telling me right now that it's a run up. It's taken out this high here, right?
Yeah.
So those that were short from last night, I was short from last night. So I'm trying to think, what are they trying to do? If they want to push market lower, and if they need, like, usually I've always said to you, before a big move, we need a stop trade, right? So we had a stop trade there, then down, and maybe that wasn't enough. So they got, maybe overall the shorts here were right, but obviously they would have been trading the stop losses.
Yes.
So markets just run up, and it's a fast move up. Took out this, we're still into resistance, right? It's still holding, and what I like is the fact that we've run up and taken out these highs, and then we're starting to break down. So I've shorted this. I think we shorted it at around 38 or 37, and a stop loss there. So about 7 tick stop loss. and target's big anyway, so it's good risk to reward. It makes sense to me to short it. If I'm wrong, then
Yeah.
a break above this high here, then I'm wrong. Then we'll have to reassess it, and we'll come back to it later.
Oh,
So
perfect.
okay, so
Yeah.
what I would like is a move below here. If we start moving below here, because this was the candle that pushed the market up, so this could be a possible level to reload more, depending on what price action is looking like. If it gets below here, this could be a possible level to start adding more, but for now we gotta deal with market breaking down from here.
And do you expect the to drop quick now, or a gradual?
Well, a sign of a stopper is
Uh,
if we get a quick move away from it, right? So
okay.
ideally, I mean, we've got a thin move here. That's just really thin.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it to go back above here. If it goes back above, there's no reason for them to take it back above here. I mean, they've run
Mm,
up the stops already. If they do take it back above there, then I think I'm wrong. But
yes.
if they've already taken out the stops, why take it back above there? And they've loaded more
Why,
positions
why
up.
go back?
Why go back? I mean, obviously it can happen. These are the markets. But
Mm,
as we can see, it's pushed up, down, and then up again. Lower high, pushed down, broke that. So in an ideal world, it should start to push down.
okay.
So those that are long, where are their stops going to be? Resting here. And
Oh,
you
yeah,
notice, right? You
definitely.
see how flat these lows are. I know it's just kind of pattern, but I've just noticed, it's like a nuance I've noticed, where if I see flat candles, right, without a wick,
Yeah, without
they
the
have to get
spike. Yeah.
taken. I don't know I always not I've noticed it, but um, so even as a day trade, I mean, from where we entered, call it 37 bad entry, right? That's not bad. That's 28 pips, and the risk is 8 ticks. That's just a 3.5 hour. That's not bad for a day trade. But obviously, I think bigger picture, I think it's gonna go lower. But obviously, if he takes this out and then rejects, then obviously I want to trim some, or depending on what price you're looking like, I'll be trading my stop loss. But as for now, this is bearish.
Perfect.
Does that make sense?
It
So
does.
going forward, what would be looking for? So if we go to the 4 hour, we can see we've still got inefficiency here in the market.
That it needs to fill,
Yeah.
possibly.
So if we get back below this low, then I think this can gain momentum, and I think it's just going to crash to the 108.80, and this would complete the sell model, right? So obviously, there was strong buying here previously, so I think I think they're trying to get longs in the market, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes, and then
Right.
if it breaks back above here, then we'd reassess it, and then possibly take a short-term long, and it could be a possible short-term low in the dollar. But I'm not confident on
Yes.
long in the dollar. Even if it does show me signs of a short-term long, I'm not confident until until probably next week or after NFP, because it is NFP week as well, and price action, it does tend to be choppy at times, NFP week. But we'll see how it goes anyway. So is that clear? Do you have any more questions?
That's very clear. No, that was very clear. And the fact that you're in the trade as well and you're showing it that way,
Okay.
that's even better.
Okay. So we'll continue this once we uh, see how the trade on develops. If he stops us, he stops us.
Okay.
But if not, then okay. Bye.
Thank you very much for your time. Thanks.